Welcome back, everyone. Well, facing murder charges, American student Amanda Knox continues her struggle to prove her innocence. Knox took the stand before prosecutors yesterday, but with inconsistencies in her story, can she escape conviction? We're joined by former prosecutor Dan Conaway and defense attorney Meg Strickler. Thanks for being here, guys. So, Meg, I want to talk about what has happened, at least what prosecutors say. They say Amanda Knox changed her story. First, she said she was home that night and she even heard her roommate scream. Then she said no, she spent the night at her boyfriend's house. As a defense attorney, how do you spin that on the stand?
Absolutely, very easily. We're talking Italy, and we're talking foreign officials. She's like 20 years old in a country she's never been in before, been there maybe a month. I would forget my name if something happened to me like that. I mean, come on, of course she had inconsistencies, not her native tongue.
Good one. She also says that she was somewhat roughed up by the Italian authorities in their questioning. Let's hear what she said on the stand about this.
They called me a stupid liar, and they said that I was trying to protect someone. So I was there, and they told me that I was trying to protect someone, but I wasn't trying to protect anyone. I couldn't understand why they were so sure that I was the one who knew everything. And so, in my confusion, I started to imagine that maybe I was traumatized.
She was so traumatized by the questioning, that's why she had some discrepancies in her story. Does the jury buy that?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, the real question here is, will her prior inconsistent statements overshadow her claims of innocence now? And as the prosecutor, if you're looking at the prosecution in this case, I think your argument is pretty simple. You say, look, the inconsistent statements make it difficult to understand what she meant, what her claims of innocence really means. But we know this. We know she confessed to being at the scene. We know that she lied to the police. And we also know that the forensic and the DNA evidence points to her, showing that she held the victim down by the face and that she was at the scene of the crime. Therefore,
after the fact. She claims after the fact.
After the fact.
Wait, I have to interrupt you. I mean, it's a circus, however. I mean, that prosecutor who's prosecuting that case.
DNA evidence is not circus. DNA evidence is DNA evidence.
Misconduct himself. It's absolutely ridiculous.
You're right. He's under suspicion.
Yeah.
He's undergoing a trial right now. But to your point, her DNA is intermingled with the victim.
On the knife, intermingled with the victim and on the victim's face. So it's up to the trier of fact, but at the end of the day, the facts point towards her complicity.
Meg, also, as we know, the Italian system is different than the U.S. one, which is that the jurors are not banned from reading the salacious media reports about all of this. Won't that sway them?
Well, actually, just so you know, it's actually 2 magistrate judges and 6 people who are jurors. And so actually the magistrate judges who know much more about the system are the ones who are going to influence the other 6, in addition to the media. Okay. Absolutely. She's been assassinated by the media.
Okay, so go ahead, Dan.
If I could add to that, I do agree with Ms. Strickler on the point that the magistrates will put aside the foxy, noxy, and all that kind of stuff. They need to focus on the facts, focus on the testimony, and they will direct the jurors. They're there to direct the jurors to the facts.
Okay, one-word answer. Will she be found guilty or not?
I don't think so. I don't think
answer. Will she be found guilty or not?
Maybe.
Okay, you heard it here. Meanwhile, coming up, the votes are